So for my media critique, I chose to critique the reality series called Love Island. There are a few different series of Love Island. There's Australia, United States, and UK. I have watched all of them, so I think I was able to find similarities between all of them that are able to be critiqued. So I started my paper by discussing how, each media portrays relationships differently. There's movies, reality series, and magazines and books. So I chose Love Island because it is one of my favorite series, and I think the major critiques that I was able to form on this revolve around perceptions, impressions, and overall dynamics of the relationships that are portrayed in it. So, Love Island is a series where 6 boys and 6 girls, all single, are left in a villa, and the villa is, stunning scenery, just an ideal place to vacation, even. So, those 12 people are left in a villa, and basically they just try to form connections, form relationships, and if they don't, they have the possibility of being voted off the island. At the end of the show, the winners win a cash prize of $50,000, and they get to choose if they want to split it with their partner that they won with or not. So, the major critique that I have is revolving around perceptions, and the textbook describes the perception process and how it relates to like selection and how reality is constructed even. One of the quotes actually from Love Island, one of the characters says like, it's hard to think that there's a whole world out there and we're like in this little villa bubble and this is what we're used to, because I think reality is like so altered inside of the villa that they're in, and their perception of each other and just reality as a whole is just completely constructed. And they're wearing swimsuits every day, they're perfectly groomed and done up, and the only thing on their mind is maybe that cash prize at the end, which isn't reality. So I think a suggestion for improvement for this would be to maybe make the environment more realistic. This could be, and I know it's the whole point of the show is to find love and like be somewhere ideal, but a suggestion could be to maybe, make the environment more realistic, go somewhere that's more realistic as far as scenery or weather even, or maybe add some variety to the characters in the show. Maybe make them more low profile, because a similarity between all of the characters is that they have a high profile and they're all like very attractive. So another critique that I have is kind of related to perceptions and its impressions. And I think their impressions are falsely portrayed with each other and just by the show in general. So I think wearing swimsuits every day is kind of portraying something a little bit more false, and like, so how the couples meet each other is by going on quick little dates, and after the dates they live with each other in the villa. So I think that on these dates, they're kind of a modified version of each other, of themselves. And this can lead to false impressions and really just not how they are in everyday life. They're more looking for a romantic connection to like bloom in the villa after the date, rather than focusing on like truly forming a relationship based on compatibility. So a suggestion for this could be to maybe reveal the cash prize or any prize at the end of the show, and only at the end of the show. This way they can form a true, more heartfelt connection, rather than like focusing on making an impression, so that they can survive on the island and make it to the end, to the prize. So those are my main critiques and suggestions for improvement for Love Island.